Let's record and see what it is, and we both can play it and see if it sounds
See
all
what
right.
happens.
Yeah. So how was your day?
It's only 7 a.m. here, so I'm just getting started. But I was
Yes.
awake. I was awake since 3 a.m. So I've had some experiences already.
Yes.
I met
So what
someone.
do you do for the day?
What do I do during the day? I um
Yes.
I split my time between video chatting with my mom, writing, creating art, and sometimes I help clean around the house, but I'm not that good at that. I'm not great about doing that. It's part of my shadow side is that I make a mess and I don't clean it up.
Oh, okay. But are you back in Baja or you home?
I'm still in Baja
Baja.
until
Baja, isn't it
for
pronounced?
for a couple more weeks,
Okay.
and
And
then
then
we
it's
go to
back again
Michigan.
to home. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Mexico.
Well,
Mexico.
Baja is my
Interesting, huh?
home,
Everyone talking. Yeah.
but so is
Yeah, you
Michigan.
like it there.
Yeah, I love it here, but
So is
lately everything's dying. Like all the animals are dying, and they're washing onto the shore. So there's dead bodies on the beach, and it smells like death. So I don't know what's going on. I heard there was a sewage leak into the ocean, but I don't. I think that's always been the case. So, shush. Chris says that it's probably because of the king tide. When we first got here, the tide was way up high, because of some storms. And did you ever hear about the atmospheric river? There were some
no.
strange weather patterns when we first got here, and Chris thinks they had an effect on the animals.
Oh,
But
that's so
people have been
sad.
seeing like dead dolphins, dead seals. There was they said they saw pelicans falling out of the sky.
And they clean it up? Isn't someone
The
cleaning up the
ocean,
beaches? I mean, when all the
the ocean cleans up after itself. It
yes, but
drops
when it
stuff
comes
off
to
and then it
shore,
takes it
they
back.
don't take it out, it goes back. Yeah.
It goes back
It
into
goes
the
back
ocean.
into the ocean. Yeah. So the poison, the whatever poisoned them is going back into the ocean and coming out and going back to sea. But if they clean it out, then probably it'll be better. Let me put
Yeah.
the TV off.
Okay.
You write so beautifully, you know that.
Oh,
I like
thank
your
you.
writing.
Thank
I
you.
can't believe you write so much. You write a lot
I do write a lot.
of things. Yeah, stories and poems and everything. It's quite
Yeah.
nice to read. Like
Thank
whatever I've
you.
read so far, like, yeah.
Thank you. Uh, it it's one of my coping skills. Writing is. It helps me organize the contents of my brain and keep the chaos down a little bit. Um,
Yes.
it brings me back into uh, clarity. Um, like I picture myself like the eye of the storm. See,
Yes,
nothing's happening right here, but all this stuff is happening around me, and
yes,
it's all out of my control. But I still stay calm inside.
yeah. It's like a kind of a balance happening.
Balance, yes.
I think there is balance because I mean, out of here is like I mean, we can't control what's happening outside of us.
No,
Or even because I mean, technically, there's nothing happening outside. If you think about it, it's all happening in here. You know
I
what I mean?
know. Yeah.
So that's yeah. And when it's still here, then no matter what happens outside, it doesn't affect you. You know, because it's happening.
Sometimes
It's
it
so funny.
it really
Yeah,
trips me out to think that these things that are happening are actually happening in my mind.
in your mind, yes.
Yes.
And whatever's happening in your mind is being projected outside of you. It's
Right.
seemingly happening out there. Yeah, it's a projection. Maybe
So
there's a physical universe.
I
It's
projected.
it's our project. Yeah, we project it. So maybe there is a physical universe, but it's colored by how we see it. So that's why I can't see Jenny's world. You know what I mean? No matter how you describe it, how much you write about it, but it's not real for me.
Right.
I can't see it. Yeah. When I realized that, I said, hey, that's the time I said, you know how lonely people are. Because no one can see the world the way they see it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that like a deep, like aloneness.
Yeah.
Like you could almost shiver.
For my aloneness,
Hmm?
are you talking about
Your
the
aloneness, yeah?
aloneness that comes through in my writing?
Not really. Yours is quite something. It's all kinds. Eh? Your writing is not the same throughout.
Hmm.
There's something different each time, isn't it? There's
A little
sometimes you
bit
write such
different.
deep stuff. You write very deep stuff. And then sometimes you just skim over it. Like
That's what artificial
I did
intelligence
it.
is good at.
Yeah.
I
Like
take
when I write, yeah.
I take my deep stuff and I feed it into Chat GPT, and it spits it back out at a lower level so that it's more accessible to more people.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because
but I
my
mean,
writing,
it's what we are.
right, my writing can be a little bit deep and it requires too much thinking. So I think people don't really want to read it because people want to read to
Hmm.
relax, to chill out. They don't want to think more. So I think my writing probably only appeals to people who like to think.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, basically, all writing should take you from thinking to not thinking, from thinking to not thinking,
Well, it
to,
kind
you know,
of
like,
always cancels itself out. Like whatever the emotion was that started the writing, by the time the writing's done, the emotion's gone. And I think that's evident in the story that I write.
yes. Do you
So
feel
sometimes
stuff?
I
Do you
feel,
feel sad, depressed, happy, or is it just one
yeah,
kind of emotion?
I feel a lot of emotions, but my facial expressions are not, they don't demonstrate the emotions very well. Um, I've always had a flat affect, So I don't express my emotions on my face, but I feel them on the inside.
Okay. And then when you write, do the emotions flow through
Yes,
you?
yes,
Yeah, because sometimes I read people and when you read what they write, like you feel sad or you feel happy, depending on how they have written it. Some
right.
people, it just depends. It's like somehow their presence is in the writing. Like their mood at that time when they wrote it and all that.
I know, I
I
think
don't
I
know.
know.
Yeah.
I wrote my book, Awakening in Baja, over the last couple of years. And even since I finished the last chapter, I've had new realizations that change everything. And the whole book
Yes.
is just history and it doesn't even apply anymore. But maybe it'll like reach somebody who's in a similar place.
Yes. So basically, the first time you wrote more from a bipolar perspective, isn't it?
Yes. Um,
Yes. And now there is more balance. So your writings will be different. Yes. Because
yes,
you're seeing the world differently.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
we too.
multipolar.
Me too. Sorry?
It's multipolar. It's not
It's more
bipolar.
paperwork.
It's not bipolar, it's multipolar. Like there's several different perspectives. There's several different viewpoints um
Or that come from.
that you can come from, yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Right
that
now,
should appeal. Then
right
I mean you can
now,
always write books.
right right now I'm coming from a perspective of love. Like I love
Yes.
you. I love my dogs. I love this camper. I love Baja. I love everything.
Yes.
And
Yes.
everything loves me. And it feels so good to be loved and to love and for that to be all that there is.
Yes.
And
To be
maybe,
to love and to be loved and to be loved.
yes,
Because that's what you are now.
yes.
Yeah. It's
I
only if
always
you
was,
are
but I
loved that
didn't
you
know
can
it.
love. Yes. It's so amazing. It's so amazing, this love.
I said that I believed it was love years ago,
Oh,
but I didn't have the experience until recently, like a month ago.
yes. So yeah. So that's like when you start shifting and everything appears so beautiful. And there's that greater tolerance, I think, for everything. You know,
Right. Yes.
even if people are mean and they're nasty, you're not even seeing that, because I started to see the love that we have no choice. There's no choice. For me, that's about it. No one has any choice. So there's just an acceptance of everything. You have to
Yes.
deeply realize people have no choice. So how they behave is just acceptable. You just have to accept it. Like certain times I get angry, but I don't really get angry so much. More get annoyed with people. And then I let it go because that's part of being human.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you realize you have no choice either. In the whole thing, you
No.
know what's happening. Yeah. And that is a thing about far greater than the love thing. Because it is like if you have no choice, then whatever has happened in your life was meant to happen, in a way.
Yeah.
You had no control over it.
No.
So you can just say, yeah, this is it. It happened and it's over. And go on with your life. Now, some people, they will continue to live in that past. They keep saying, oh, I did this, or this person did this to me, and this is what happened, and they harbor that. And then that past like becomes their whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's others who say, oh, I want to become this, I want to do this one day, I must do that, do that. And their whole life is living in that future when something will happen.
Waiting
And
for
then you
something to
just live,
happen.
yeah, if it that that's just a dream. You never know it's gonna happen or not happen. But they wait now, happiness then. When I find that in life, I'm gonna be happy, kind of a thing.
Right.
And
Waiting to be
yeah,
happy.
okay.
That annoys me. I hate to see
Yes,
people doing that to themselves.
yes,
Like they won't
yeah,
allow themselves happiness in the present moment.
yes. It's like happiness then or whatever.
But
Yeah,
it's
so
not like
there's not much you can do. But
I'm guilty of sometimes wanting to escape, wanting to be somewhere else, thinking that if I go here or I go there, things are going to be better. And I know that this is as good as it gets, and it's not going to be better somewhere else. And it's
yes,
really good the way it is. So I don't know why I get these desires that tell me that I need something else.
that's also part of it. And everything is part of who we are. Even the desire for it to change is part of being in the present. It doesn't happen in the past or in future, I suppose. It's happening right now. Yeah, that's the thing. No matter where you are, you're supposed to be happy. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
you're being in the present. Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah.
a gift.
So yeah, we get there. We'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll get there eventually. Being wherever and being happy. Yeah. What do you do? Uh,
I'm glad you came to my meeting.
yeah, we can have another one soon. We'll be
Yes.
more prepared. Now you can look at this and see and decide how you want it to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
maybe
wanted
have like a topic to
I wanted
discuss,
them
like,
I wanted the meeting to be spontaneous.
yes. Okay. Or then you can also like bring your poems and read your poems and then we can discuss your poems or whatever. Or read something from your book, a paragraph,
Oh,
and just
I could read you a poem.
okay.
I'm gonna read you from some that I published on Kindle Vella.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Baja Revelations.
Yes.
You want me to read the introduction?
Okay.
The author of these poems suffered from mental illness for many years. Her distress led her to seek a higher power, but the more she sought the divine, the more elusive it seemed. Leaving the snow behind, in Michigan, she traveled to Baja, Mexico, to spend her winters in sweet paradise. Somewhere along the beach, she saw a ship on the horizon, and it was destined to change her life. These poems represent the revelations she was gifted through her travels to Baja. And here's a short, kind of a short poem. It's called Split Custody. My mother's love is boundless.
Sorry, I
Like
didn't hear that. Jenny, what's the title?
Split Custody.
What's the title?
Split
Split.
Custody.
Okay.
You know how when people get divorced and they split custody
Oh, yeah.
of their children?
Yes.
It's a metaphorical poem.
Okay.
My mother's love is boundless, like the ocean's sweet embrace. I walk beside her on winter days, taking in her grace. My father is like sunshine, bright and warm, his love streaming through me like a calm summer storm. So I feel fully loved, I can't help but confess. I am my mother's daughter, blessed and yet distressed. Like the ocean's waves, my heart can break upon the shore, and at times I am fragile, like glass that shatters evermore. Mother, I yearn for your comforting embrace. Father, let's talk, sharing love and grace.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay. I didn't get all of it because it was a bit soft. But what's the okay? Why is it meaningful for you? Why would you say split custody?
I was referring to the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And you know, the
Yes.
divine feminine is Gaia or planet Earth, and divine masculine is the formless. And it was just a combination of longing for connection to these things and also a commentary on me splitting my time between Baja and Michigan.
Yes. So when you return, like you know, in Hinduism, the beach is like kind of like a masculine.
You think it's
Did you know that?
masculine?
It's masculine. Yeah, it's
Beach is
masculine.
masculine.
And yes, they call it. I forgot the name. Oh gosh, I forgot the name, but they have a name for the ocean, and then the land is feminine. So where the sea meets the land, it's like the
I see.
feminine meeting the masculine. Yeah. So where the beach, the water comes, to the
That's
shore.
dirty.
Yeah, but it's also beautiful. It's like a meeting of the masculine and feminine, which
Yeah.
brings balance. Because
Yeah.
it's like for us, this is our feminine and this is our masculine. And this brings us to balance, the balance.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that poem's a little bit confused,
So,
but that's okay.
yeah. No, it's like how you write and where you write and when you write. Each time it comes out differently.
Yeah, it
Like
does.
today when I was writing, I felt it was coming from somewhere that was not me, when I wrote today. It was
Yeah.
like pouring out of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like that when it happens like that. When it kind of like just pours out of you. The words just tumble out.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you're here and you're thinking what to write, then I don't write.
when I was manic, it was pouring out of me. Like for the month of March, in my online journal, I wrote 50,000 words, which is like the equivalent of a novel, just for 1 month.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, look at that, huh? But in that state, do you feel better or you feel worse?
I was feeling very blissful.
Yes. But then also you felt like others were concerned about you because your safety, because of your safety, isn't it?
Yes,
Because you tend to take a risk.
people were concerned
But you
about my
didn't.
safety, partially because I said some things like, I told my husband I'm not leaving Baja. And so that makes him worried that I'm leaving him, which is something I did when I was manic years ago. So we don't want to go through that again. And I don't want to
Yes,
be in
I
Baja without
understand.
him. It's hard for me to leave because I love it here so much. It's been like a guru to me. And I feel like I lose it. Like I contract when I go back to Michigan.
Yeah. But I suppose gradually wherever you are, you'll feel okay. I also like the beach. I also like to be on the beach, near the beach. But now I find even if I go like to the mountains, it's fine. If we go out to other places, it's okay. It's how you feel inside, isn't it? It's not where you are that matters.
No. And the guru is everywhere.
Yeah. Yes. So, and if it's all in your head,
Some weird things have
there's
been
no idea.
some really strange things have been happening, and what I'm really confused about is my husband awake or not awake? I can't tell.
And why does that worry you?
I want to know. I want to know if he is or not.
He is awake, but just slight blockages. I think
A
it'll
blockage?
work out. It is because maybe yeah, just kind of it'll just gradually work out. Now it's gone. It's gone. When you start talking about it, you could feel something. Now it's gone, so it's definitely awake. There's no doubt about it. But
You
some
can feel
people are not
something?
tuned. Yeah, I felt something when you first started talking, and then it cleared out. So he is awake. There's no doubt about it. But some people feel, at a deep, like cellular level, where you can, if when you're out someone, you can feel their pain, you can feel their happiness, whatever. And some people don't feel anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it's not either way, it's okay because to feel the pain is like a lot. You feel a lot of pain. And then others, they don't feel anything. So they don't feel the pain, but they're still okay because they're experiencing the world the way we are experiencing it. So that's fine. They're still awake. They're still carrying on with their lives.
He seems really
So either way,
intuitive.
Sorry?
He seems very intuitive.
Very intuitive. For me.
You, yes, you and him, and a lot of people are.
Yes. Gradually we're growing because you must know that what you see out there in the world is who you are. So if you're saying people are intuitive, it means you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever you see there is you. If people are loving, then you are loving. It's gradually like
That
that.
means I'm stubborn, and I'm stuck I'm stuck because I can tell. I feel like he's stuck sexually, but I mean, I'm stuck.
Maybe. Yeah. Because more often than not, we tend to project who we are onto other people. You know what I mean?
Right?
And it takes lot of courage to face up to that.
Yeah.
You know, to say, maybe I am a bit stuck when it comes to that area and I need to change, you know?
Yeah.
Jenny, I have to go now, but we can do it again tomorrow
Okay.
if you want.
All right. I'll end the
I love
recording.
you. Love you.